Well, it's too late because we're already live. So,
Well,
hello, everyone, and welcome to season 2 premiere of Star Trek. No, not Star Trek. Fallout,
Oh,
Motley
no.
Heights. Oh God,
nope, it's
I'm
done.
doing it already.
It's Star Trek now. It's Star Trek Motley
God.
Heights.
Star Trek, Motley Heights.
Space, the final frontier.
These
Oh
are the
my
voyages.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, now my cadence is gone. Right. So this is season 2 of Motley Heights. Welcome everybody. Hopefully you're having a good time. In general, we will be doing a recap, so don't freak out if this is your first time here or you have no idea what's going on. We'll ease you into the goings on in the setting. But I think since it is the season 2 premiere, it would behoove us to go around and have everyone introduce themselves and introduce their characters. So why don't we start with Nicola T here and Mr. Wolf.
Hello, everyone. My name is Wolf or Darewolf, Darewolf Gaming 88 on Twitter and Twitch. Starting to use those things more often. I am playing Sergeant Nicola T, Brotherhood of Steel, and I'm really excited to be back.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm Aaron. I'm playing Draxus, the Intelligent Deathclaw, who may not be that intelligent when it gets right down to brass tacks. Also, Commander Datig on Star Trek Congo Tuesday nights. Check us out. Glad to just super happy to be back. I miss this a lot.
And certainly last but not least, Mr. Hex.
Hello, I'm Professor X. I play Dr. Ken Worm, and I could take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it? All right. Fair enough. And of course, if you don't know me by now, I'm ELH the Game Master, and I believe our opening narration is going to come from Nicola T. But before we do that, I do want to quickly say that I want to give a shout out to Soviet Menace for the 16 months. We already have a Wild Wasteland on the board that has been noted, and you guys also do have a Nuka-Cola that you guys will start with an AP as well. But yeah, Nicola T, if you want to take the opening narration, and then I'll add on before getting us started proper.
So imagine, if you will, the outside of a rundown Fallout-style hospital. You have two friends and a ghoul, hanging out in front of it, hunkered down, waiting and plotting, and just, covered in radiation burns and rotten flesh. And we pivot the camera down and we see Nicola T with a quill and a piece of parchment writing a letter. My dearest Angela, I write you now, not knowing if I'll see your loving face again. With the radiation storm, demons, and synths raging havoc on body, mind, and soul, I fear my end may be close at hand. We have made our way over the meadow and through the woods of the wasteland to the hospital aforementioned by the Mars Angel of Death, or Morgana. Can't really remember her name, probably doesn't matter. Dr. Worm has been oddly quiet, contemplative, but traditionally annoyed and angry, so I figure he's doing all right. My best friend in the wasteland, the claw bringer of death, destruction, and the best hugs a soldier could ever ask for, seems more focused on our mission than I could have thought possible. I'm real proud of him. As I write you, we sit here outside of the hospital preparing for war, battle, the likely loss of friends, but stories of war that I shall bring home to you out of love for both home and country, even if you do bat for the other team. With admiration, Sergeant Nicola T, First Class, Brotherhood of Steel Rangers.
Very nice. You may have 2 AP for that lovely opening log. So as we left off at the end of Season 1, the players are currently outside Medford Memorial Hospital. Now, the Memorial Hospital, as with all things in the Commonwealth, is pretty beat up. The exterior looks like it's been through hell and back. And in general, what makes this not just your average ruins of a hospital is the fact that sort of littered all over the place as the players have approached the hospital itself are bodies or the remains of synths. And let's just say that they already had to fight off a number of synths just to get up to the entrance of the hospital. So you're seeing charred marks on the walls, in the ground. You're seeing bits of robots here and there. But with our intrepid trio, Nicola T, Draxus, and Dr. Worm, is Morgana, the Mars entity, the Mars AI, that they initially uncovered back in, I believe it was episode 3 of Motley Heights Season 1, which I would definitely recommend checking out if you want to know more about Morgana. But what matters here is that the players are here for several reasons. The first is that they are here to gain not only knowledge of the Institute, but hopefully a number of supplies and resources that will allow Morgana to better defend Motley Heights itself from the Institute. Because as we saw at the end of season 1, the Institute was already sending synths with stealth boys around, which is no bueno. In any event, as you all approach the front of the hospital, I'm curious, what are you all doing before stepping inside? Is there anything you want to do, say, before you enter into the hospital proper?
Hey, Draxus, do you know where the closest mailbox is? I gotta send a letter.
You're muted, Aaron, as is tradition.
Somebody had to do it.
Hmm.
I'm working on a letter of my own. Hang on, I don't really have a pen or a quill or
I got
anything like that.
Quill,
I lack the manual dexterity for actual cursive writing, so I'm gonna give this to a verbal courier the next time I see one. But how does this sound? Dear Miss Angela, it is with a very heavy heart that I must inform you that your love Nicola T was killed in battle on the morning of November 18th at Medford Memorial Hospital in the Commonwealth Wasteland. This war has taken something from all of us, and although your love seems to be the only casualty so far, know that we all share your pain. I'm still working on the rest.
Good, but it could use a little bit more heartfelt turmoil. You need to feel like you really lost.
I was going for like a stoic battlefield commander.
No. You want to feel like the pain and the turmoil of the loss of someone. Really. Wait a minute. Is that you said? But I'm still. I need you to stop writing that letter right now.
I can help you with your letter if you'd like, Draxus.
I don't like where this is going. First of all, I'm not going to die. And if I do, it's going to be in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, but we always said that if we ever had a loved one, the other person would carry a letter for them in case anything happened. Since you're the only one with like a pseudo loved one,
I think it's a little bit more than pseudo, right? I mean, things are getting pretty serious. She stopped telling me to go fuck myself every time I see her. So I mean, things.
Well, I mean that's. Baby steps, Nikki. You're absolutely right. Baby steps.
Is this an inopportune time to tell you she still calls you a fucking idiot in private?
I mean, that's an improvement from in front of my face. So, in fact, I'm glad to hear she at least thinks about me when I'm not around.
Morgana nods and points with her Gatling laser arm at the front of the hospital and says, "Well, shall we, gentlemen?"
Click, click. Walks up.
All right. So as you enter into the hospital, what you see is, for lack of a better term, quite the mess. The atrium itself is...
I'm not going in there.
You're not going... You're fine. You're fine. But no, I mean, it's one of those things where it's a 3-story atrium. There are ramps and other sorts of elevators, or what were escalators at one point, that lead up to the second and third floors. Basically, this atrium is fairly small, things considered. It maybe is about, I did the math on this, it's somewhere between 30 meters by like 80 meters, which sounds like a lot, but based on the number of columns, the seats, the rubbish, the few stray plants that have sort of broken through the ground, it feels a lot smaller than that. But as you're all walking in and sort of looking around, what you notice is that there are synths just sort of moving around on the second and third floor. Now, they don't seem to have noticed you, and it's one of those things where as you're just sort of looking up, trying to decide if you should hide in cover or back and come out another way, that the Wild Wasteland triggers and a ceiling tile drops from the ceiling. It lands right in front of Draxus and Nicola T, and you all stare at it because on top of the tile is a box, like a lockbox. And suddenly the lockbox opened with a burst of confetti, and inside the box is none other than several pairs of glasses.
Draxus, try these on right now.
I see them.
It's glorious, and they fit perfectly. Wait a minute. Now we can all be doctors.
I don't care for it.
I fucking hate you guys.
Okay, what is going on? What is going? God damn it! Oh,
Your voice sounds like shit.
why does it have to be today? God damn. Okay, hold on a second. Let me try to just.
All right, Dr. Worm, I hope you realize that, you know, there are synths up here that can probably hear your caterwauling from a mile away. You're probably going to get us killed, and I just want you to know that if I die, it's your fault.
My medical prognosis is that you're a ghoul.
Okay, yeah, well, okay, we're all having a really good time. It's really funny, yeah, that we all suddenly have glasses and we're all really cool, and it's good to make fun of Dr. Worm because he doesn't have his just because he has a predisposition to bronchitis.
Do me a favor, would you? Can you just flail your arms around and go, yay?
Yeah, go fuck yourself, okay? Right. Okay. Yeah. I hate you guys. That doesn't work. Shit. God damn it.
So I think, like, maybe instead of saying that you hate us, maybe you kind of have a voice like you want to ask us if we want to go outside and toss a fucking ball around or something.
Can we just kind of agree to? I can't believe I'm fucking saying this. Can we table this, please?
Yeah, I think we can table it.
I swear to God, every atom in my being wants me to remove your pancreases.
How are you going to remove my pancreas without your C4 vertebrae?
Are you? What is happening? What is going on right now?
You always make these sinister cryptic remarks about
I
removing
fucking
parts
know
of
that, you dipshit. I know. It was rhetorical. Is this? Am I being punked? Is that what this is? We're in the middle of a goddamn mission.
Well, if we're in the middle of a mission, maybe you should keep your fucking voice down so you don't give away our position. Idiot.
Yeah, that'd be the technical thing to do.
Gentlemen. And you all look over at Morgana, and she just points up at the synths. Every single one of them is now pointing a las pistol at all of you.
Yeah. Do you fucking mind?
At that point, Dr. Worm raises his hands in the air and it's like, ah!
Nicola T is gonna lift one finger up to the synth, look over at them. We're in the middle of a bit. Give us a second. Are we tabling it or are we keeping going? What's the plan?
Yeah, just fucking shoot at them.
All right. Last pistol. Let's go. Boom.
All right, into initiative order we go. All right, let's see. And I think I've already got them. Yep, already have them in initiative order. Wonderful. So, Mr. Worm, as you enter into the hospital and do a bit with the others, it is now your turn to go first with a initiative of 15.
I have an 18.
How did you upgrade? You do it. Oh, I didn't sort by descending. Sorry. So it's Nicola T, then Worm. That's what it is.
Brilliant. So Nicola T is going to target one of the synths on the right-hand side of the area, and I will spend one of those action points to roll 3d20
Okay.
And I will use my last gun, which is dice. It's hard to see the screen with these on, so my head's cocked to the side. But you know what? I'm committed. All right,
Yeah,
and we
welcome to
got
my life.
9 and 6. And survey says,
Got 1, and their defense is only a 1, so you will hit them.
all right, perfect. And then I will roll with the extra damages. And that will be 6 die. This is with piercing. That is 4 damage with 4 piercing.
All right. And which synth? I went ahead and labeled the synths. That one, second floor to your right. Got it.
Yes.
All right. So you fire out, and you ping the... actually, roll me a hit location real fast, because that could matter.
Say again? Oh, hit location.
Roll me a hit location.
Right. All right. Boop. Torso.
All right, so you hit them in the torso, and they sort of look down and then back up at you. And as the... let me turn that down a little bit. As they kind of look at you, you notice you did 0 damage to it at all. Like, its armor completely ate the shot.
Pew pew, I say, and then carry on.
Now it is Dr. Worm's turn.
Dr. Worm will try to make it to one of the columns to act as a kind of a cover.
Okay.
And pop out and use his... where the hell did all my weapons go? Aha, there they are. Okay, he's going to fire his 44 at the nearest metal asshole.
Okay. So let's say you go behind this column over here to the left near the front desk. And
That's
I think
the
you
one.
would have a clear shot on green.
Okay. Small guns, please. How much momentum do we have?
You have 2 at the moment.
I'm going to spend
Actually,
one.
wait a second. Did you guys count the Nuka-Cola Quantum? You might have 5.
Actually, we have 0 momentum because it's called action points in Pawn.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
We have 5 of them.
All right, cool. So yeah, you have 5.
Uh-oh. Dr. Worm is roboting.
Yeah, he did kind of freeze. We'll give him a minute. Might just be his internet's doing the funky chicken. I heard him. Yep, maybe. Come back to us, Dr. Worm.
Come back, Kermit D. Worm.
And of course, Aaron's also muted, so...
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
No, I was just mouthing my words
Oh,
to mess with you guys.
Hmm.
But
I'll
the
tell you
words I
what.
mouthed were
Oh,
there
there he is. He's back.
he's back.
Maybe.
What's
Well, he was back for a
Oh.
moment. Oh, it wouldn't be a season premiere or a series premiere if there weren't tech issues, am I right?
I mean, come on. Let's...
I mean, there has to be. All right. Well, we'll give him a few minutes to handle his internet things, and while that's all happening, we'll say that he did get behind cover. And while he's doing that, and of course we'll come back to him when we can.
I think he's
We're
back.
gonna
I think he's
have.
back.
Oh, is he back?
hello?
Maybe. Hi.
Hey, there he is.
Hello?
What is the difficulty of the fucking task?
It is 1. All these
Okay.
synths have 1 defense. All right, so that's gonna get you the 2 successes actually, and it's a crit. That is. Hold on. That is 4 successes actually.
Damn, girl.
Very nice. So you're not only capped on action points, but you also have 3 floating by my count.
I would like to use the 3 floating.
Hmm.
Uh,
Now remember, for action points, it's if you were using a melee weapon, you could have used it to bump up the
Oh, I know.
damage.
Hey, this isn't my first rodeo. All right.
I'm saying it for the benefit of the stream, not just you.
Okay. All right. But bold of you to presume we have an audience, but okay.
I'm fair.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and roll the damage for that attack, and
Okay.
then I'll deal with the other points.
That
Oh,
looks
that's
like
right.
the,
I have
yeah,
to
you got to
click
roll
that.
manually still.
Motherfucker. Well, let's just ignore that first part, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Here are the
Supposedly,
7.
though, the update is coming. Like he put
Oh.
the sheet author put out a release, but should be coming in the pipe. So you have vicious one on that, so that's 6
Yeah.
damage. And where are you hitting them?
The vocoder.
Okay. I need a hit location though, unless you want it to be a difficulty of 2.
The head.
Okay. So in that case, you will ping the head, and it will do a bit of damage to the green dot. So you aim your 44, fire out, pings off the head, and then almost like the Rock'em Sock'em Robots, like the head comically knocks back from the shot. But it is very much still standing and very much now focused on you, Dr. Worm, when it comes to your turn, or when it comes to
Okay.
its turn.
I have 3 points floating still, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay, I'm going to defend as my
Okay.
second major action.
All right. So
let me
that's
do,
one more.
Let me see here. I'm supposed to make a test, though, right?
For defense, I believe. Let me just double check real quick. Let's see. And again, I'm doing this fight in the beginning because we need to get back into the swing of things. So, yes, defend. You're doing an agility and an athletics, and it's equal to your current defense. So your defense is a 1 right now, so it's just a difficulty 1 right now.
Does that include the adjusted difficulty for the additional major action?
Oh, fair point. No, so then it would be a difficulty of 2 for you.
Okay, I'm going to spend the other AP to roll another dice with that, so I'm rolling 3.
Alrighty. Alright, looks like that is another crit, so that is more than sufficient. So, your defense now becomes 2 for this until it is your next turn.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, so now it's going to be the synths go. As I said, Green Dot is very unhappy with Dr. Worm, so let's resolve that first. It's going to fire out. Will not hit you because you defended. So a laser burst soars right by you, Dr. Worm, hits the column, and you are completely fine. The column took most of the shot. As for orange, red, and blue synth, the 2 synths on the second floor are going to sort of assess who they think is the biggest target, and they see a freaking Deathclaw, so they're going to shoot at Draxus. Draxus, I believe your defense is a 1.
Correct.
So you're going to... Oh, that is... Wow. Okay. That is 7, 8, 9, 10 energy damage to the torso for the first one. And then a whole lot of nothing on the second one. Wow, 2 20s. What are you doing, Synth Strider?
Pretty sure
Huh.
that one arm blows up.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to rule that his pistol is otherwise rendered inert until he spends an action to fix it. And then the synth on the third floor. Wow, really? How?
See, here's the thing, ELH, we can't be stopped. You know, I mean,
Season- Season 2, baby!
Chat, I rolled 4 20s in a row on a non-D&D system. The fuck?
We're doing God's work.
Well, with 2 of my synths now armless, I guess it's Draxus's turn.
You have called down the thunder. How's the rest of that go?
What?
Never mind. I'll improvise.
Yeah, just stop talking to me, because it's gonna sound like this the whole goddamn time. We're in public too. I mean, that's not
all right.
cool.
Perfect. So, let's see. Let's start So ELH, which one
Mhm.
of them hit me real hard in my body? Was it red?
That would be the red dot that
Blue?
is in the walkway that is above main reception.
Okay. Can I get up to him as a major
With
action?
your move, I will allow it, but you're going to have to pass me a agility and an athletics at a difficulty of 2.
Okay, there's no
As you
there's no
go to
ramp.
act, Nicola's gonna shout at you, "Give him the old rolling thunder!"
Now, to answer your question, is there a ramp that goes up? Yes, but the ramp would lead you to the opposite side of the second floor, aka where Orange Dot is currently located.
Deathclaws are like just phenomenal jumpers. All right, legendary jumpers. Just jump.
Okay. Yeah. So what? Sorry, what check is it you want me to make?
An agility and an athletics at a difficulty of 2.
Easy.
Okay. All right.
And you do have 6 AP that you could spend.
So here's my question. If I pass that check,
Mhm.
can I use my major action to charge because I do have pain train?
If you succeed without any complications, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spend 3 AP
Okay.
to get 2 additional D20s.
Okay.
So
This would be a very bad time for a complication. I'm just going to point that out.
I don't know. Oh no, that was one. I rolled 1 D20. Hang on. So I'll just roll 3 more. How about that?
Sure.
How many die did you spend? 3? Or action points?
Yeah, I spent 3 to roll 2. So.
Cool.
And athletics is a tagged skill for me. So come on.
Noted. That is...
And that's actually 4 successes with my tag skill.
Very nice. So you get 2 AP right back. And yeah, Draxus, you kind of crouch down low, leap up, and land within charging distance of the synth in question. And as that happens, Dr. Worm, you sort of hear and almost feel the heavy weight of Draxus kind of going ka-clunk on the floor above you. But yeah, you're within charging, so pain train away.
Just
Okay.
don't fall through the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be strength athletics at a difficulty of 2.
Mhm.
All right. That's tagged. And
All
that
right,
is
that's
3 successes.
Very nice.
Right. So, I'll give you a hit location first.
Okay. Right arm, noted.
Cool.
And
So that's
do you
10,
have-
11, 12, 13. That's vicious. So,
Yeah,
13.
so you charge up to the synth and you lash out and swipe it across the right arm. And as you quite literally sever it cleanly, the arm sort of spirals up into the air and goes over the banister and lands next to Dr. Worm on the floor below. But you pretty much kill it in a single blow, so the synth is no more.
And yeah, he'll look down at Dr. Worm and go, "Happy birthday."
We really need to work on your one-liners.
Speaking of one-liners, it's now Morgana's turn, and my question is, do you guys want to give Morgana any additional dice? You did just get an AP from chat.
We'll give her 2 extra die. We'll give her 3
extra die?
action points.
All right. So I think you're at 3 action points with chat's action point that just came in. So yeah, let's see what Morgana rolls. Well, it's a good thing you gave her AP, because Lord knows she needed it. All right, so her Gatling laser spools up and begins firing deadly red lasers at the same synth that Dr. Worm pinged. And sure enough, with that level of piercing, it is enough to bring that synth down low as well. Now, what I would say differently when Draxus killed it. So Draxus, when you killed it, the synth just sort of fell apart, or like a puppet with its strings cut.
Mm-hmm.
This one that Morgana just killed via weapons fire actually detonates and explodes. Now, you're far enough away it doesn't do any damage, but all of you see and maybe even feel the gust of wind and the bits of metal debris that shower around or shower down around all of you. And Morgana just sort of looks at that and goes, I would advise not standing close to them if we are shooting them.
I'll have what she's having.
Well, Nicola T, it is now your go.
All right, so let me just boop, 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 boop. Pew pew! And I'll just shoot at it with my laser pistol, but I am going to target the head in an attempt to hopefully blow it off. So let's see.
That will
what
be
happens.
a difficulty of 2.
I will spend 1 action point to get an extra die.
Okay.
I will do 3d20, 9, and 6. Big money, no whammies.
2 successes you get.
2 successes is perfect. It's enough to hit in the head. That will be 6 die. 5. I'm going to re-roll those 2 zeros with a luck.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. So that is 5, 6, 7, 3 piercing to the
3
head.
piercing. So you definitely injure this thing, and I'm going to say that since you did hit it in the head, it is essentially stunned for this round as its head maybe comically spins around a little bit on its axis.
Brilliant. I am going to spend our last action point to get an extra action by giving you an action point. I'm going to take another major action. I'm going to shoot it in the head again. I know it's a difficulty 3, but that's okay. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. So 2d20, 9, and 6. Big money, no whammies. That's
only the
2
one,
successes.
unfortunately.
I'm going to re-roll the 19.
Okay.
1, 9, and 6. That is 3
Still
successes.
only
The 4 was
well, how are you getting to 3 is the question. Oh, because the
Where's the crit?
4. That's right.
Tag skill. So that is 3 successes, and then I'll spend the extra damage. I'll roll 6 for no piercing.
Ooh.
But
Ooh.
Well, even without the piercing, as long as you roll and you hit it in the torso or the head, you will kill it.
I was targeting the head. That's what difficulty 3.
Right. Then in that case, it will go down with another bit of weapons fire from you, Nicola T. And again, because you guys shot it to death, that one explodes. Now, this time when it explodes, it actually causes a hole to form in the walkway itself. And if you were to look straight up, Nicola T, you just get out of the way as the remains of the synth fire and rain down upon you, or near you anyway.
This chick's been cashed.
Nice. All right, it is now Dr. Worm's turn.
Okay, so there is one that is being menaced by Draxus still currently, right?
No, the one remaining synth is on the
he's
third
on the third
floor.
floor. I see that.
And what I'm going to say here is that for you that are on the ground floor, that is now long range. For Draxus, that's only medium. And just remember, your weapons do have optimal ranges. So if you're outside your optimal range, it might be more difficult.
Let's see. You know what? I'm actually going to rally. I don't think we've ever done that before.
Yeah, I don't think we have, at least in this game. So for Rally, what are you going to... Oh, I see. It's not like in Star Trek Adventures where you have to give a speech. It's just you catching your breath. Got it.
Yep.
All right, so that's an endurance and a survival at difficulty 0.
Yep, endurance.
Oh, then it goes on to say that you could use charisma and speech to do an inspiration for your allies. So whichever one you do is perfectly fine.
Sure as fuck not doing that. Okay, and then survivals 2. Well, it did fuck all. That's what it did.
Yeah, unfortunately. So as you sort of try to recuperate, catch your breath, doesn't go so well. You're still sort of looking at the synth arm on the floor next to you, and you just have to wonder at the destructive potential of a Deathclaw. But yeah, do you want to spend any AP for additional turn, or is that going to be it?
I don't think we have any more, do we?
No, you do not. So I guess that answers my question. All right. Well, Draxus, you're kind of, again, the bigger threat here. So, wow. All right. Whole lot of nothing. Good job, Strider. Good job. Now it is Draxus' turn as laser fire misses you completely and just hits the remaining synth that you just laid low.
All right, well, yeah, Draxus is once again going to charge.
Okay.
Up the ramp, and there, we'll go ahead and we will. And we have, we don't have any action points. That's okay. Pretty confident I can do this. So this one's for all the marbles. So I'm gonna go up, and I'm going to charge. So I'm gonna make my strength and athletics check at a difficulty of 2. But I'm gonna increase
just got
that.
3 AP from chat.
Oh,
You
well,
guys are fast.
you guys are all wonderful. I am going to then use my perk Rending Strike to increase that to a difficulty of 3. So I'll spend one of those AP right away
Put them all.
to
them
roll.
all.
And all right, fine.
Put them all.
All right, fine. So we'll roll 4.
And then scream, "Get off my plane!"
So that's 4 successes. So we
4.
get an action point right back.
Let's go.
That's I have to roll 2 more combat dice. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. That is
And
more than sufficient. So, how are you going to describe the last synth falling here?
All right. So yeah, Draxus is going to run up to the synth and just take the long claws on each of his fingers and ram them straight through the synth's torso, straight out the other side, and look at the synth as he removes his arm. It falls to the floor, and he's just going to sort of stand up a little straighter than normal and go, "Hasta la vista, baby." And then he's gonna turn around to Dr. Worm for some approval. No.
It was a good attempt. However, I offer a rebuttal. And Morgana produces her own pair of sunglasses and says, I guess you could say the synths got just what the doctor ordered. Puts on her glasses, and a little bit of fanfare plays.
Do the riff.
Sorry, couldn't resist. I had to do it.
I quit. I can't play this game anymore. That was good. I can't fucking play this game anymore. You guys kill me.
I give that one
Wolf.
a solid 4 out of 10.
Only 4?
That's about as high as anyone gets from me.
I think everybody just looks at Dr. Worm at this point.
Dr. Worm will go to say something. Remember the state of his fucking voice, and then just sort of dual
flipping the bird.
Dual fingers at the lot of them.
Well, with that in mind, Draxus, it looks like you managed to kill 2 of them up there. Could you throw one of their bodies down?
Yeah, Draxus will reach down, pick up the one that he just killed, and just toss it to the very ground there.
All right. So as one of the face tentacles pulls away the sunglasses and Morgana scuttles up to the body, she does what she did very similar to the first synth that you guys encountered back in Motley Heights. She sort of kneels down, uses her index finger, and the tip of the index finger opens up. Cable snakes out, connects to the synth. And after a moment, she retracts the cable and says, well, I have good news and I have bad news.
What's the bad news?
The bad news is apparently the Institute is using this facility as a super mutant testing facility. We might find super mutants in perhaps states of insanity, pain, capture, containment.
So you're saying that we're probably just going to find some super mutants?
Well, I didn't want to assume. There has to be a decent super mutant or two out there.
You haven't met many super mutants, have you?
No, I've only heard about them.
God, I hate them.
I think Morgana at this point actually does kind of go over to Dr. Worm and offers out a hand. Like, I'm sort of imagining like maybe Worm is like kneeling down as you were trying to catch your breath, and I think Morgana's just going to sort of offer a hand out to him.
It's not going to turn into one of those robot dicks or whatever, is it?
No, you said you wanted to be stabbed in the face when you wanted to go, so I'm saving that.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, just hold on. Oh,
You know, I find it a little odd that you want to be killed by being stabbed in the face with a robot dick.
it's not my ideal weapon, but you know, any port in a fucking storm. So, can we just take a minute to talk about what is actually? Am I in a fever dream? Is that what this is? What is
Draxus, like,
happening?
deliberately remove the glasses, and as soon as they're off, his mannerisms and posture just totally switches back. Like, no, it's as soon as I put these on, I understood that today, this is a sign. Today is Dr. Worm Appreciation Day.
I don't care for it.
It's so good.
It's terrible.
Okay, I'm in a really vulnerable place right now.
I would
and
never
I don't
do anything to
appreciate
hurt you.
whatever you're doing. I genuinely don't care for it. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, all right. This is the deal. If you say, Draxus, please stop that, I will stop because you asked me to.
I don't want to.
And, like, he's just like slowly putting the glasses back on.
Wait, hold on. God, this is the worst day of my life. Okay, Draxus, please be yourself. Please, just stop doing the thing. That's
Does that mean that you like me as I am?
oh fuck my. Okay,
You know what? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I'm just gonna. I need a minute.
I'm being gaslit or something. I don't.
I hate when he gets this emotional.
How could you not? The approval and the validation. It's all I ever wanted.
Okay. You know what? Okay. You know what? But you know.
He got so angry the internet cut off.
Oh, it's horrible timing. I feel like that was going to be really good.
Oh, that could not have been timed any worse.
That was
oh my lord.
Amazing. I loved it.
Oh lord.
Oh my god.
We'll give him a minute or two. Man. It is yeah, I think he's back.
Oh, he's back.
Okay.
Maybe.
Sort of.
Maybe.
He was for a second. Nope, he's gone.
There he is. There's that guy.
It knew. Comcast knew that you were doing an emotional moment. That's what happened.
Okay. This is a conspiracy against me specifically. Not Dr. Worm, just me. the human being. I don't know how you've managed this. I don't know who you've called. I don't know how many people you've written at Comcast HQ.
Well, I used to work for Comcast
to get this to happen to me, but I'm going to spend the rest of my natural life getting some kind of delicious revenge on each and every one of you. Okay? I wait for it.
Mm.
Dread
to
it.
fucking see you try.
Okay. All right.
So, do you want to repeat your dramatic sunglasses? Or
how are you gonna taste that delicious revenge with no tongue?
No, I I don't think I will. I think we'll just move on.
just move on?
How are you gonna enact that revenge without a liver?
I mean, no, you can still do. I mean, you can still do it without a liver.
I'm pretty sure you need a liver to live. It's in the name.
Well, it's called liver, not dire.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, two can play at that game. All
That's
right.
science.
So, okay. No, all of a sudden, okay. Well, no, I'm you now. Okay. I'm gonna walk around. Look,
Hey,
I'm a
first
gun.
off, I
I'm
don't
a-
sound
Hey, wait,
anything like that.
wait a second.
You
Wait a
sound
second.
like an ick. I
Good.
sound like a southern
Who am
gentleman.
I?
That's
Who
where
am
I'm
I
from.
then? Am I? Oh wait, I guess I'm Morgana then. I am a robot from Mars. Destroy
Oh, yeah.
all humans. Destroy.
And to kill, murder, beat, boop.
Oh yeah. Somebody pour me a mint julep because right in my asshole. Yeah, I'm southern as the day is long.
Hey, no, Doc, you gotta. It's not mint julep. It's sweet tea and bourbon.
I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, what do you take me for? Some sort of like willy-nilly southern.
Okay.
bitch?
Okay, you're like not the only one, okay? Because I'm going to do it to you too. All right? Don't think I haven't studied you and I'm able to just pick you the fuck apart, okay?
You got to admit, Draxus, that's pretty dead on. I mean, it.
Shut up, moron.
What is happening right now? Just. What's happening?
I don't care for your impressions.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go back to Motley Heights and try to get with Angela.
Yeah, man. Like, I have trouble writing because I have like super big claws or like whatever.
Don't talk. You're ruining it. You're ruining everything.
I thought I was like doing a really good job. Like,
the sound of your
love me.
I need the validation. I will never love you. Okay, I will never love you.
No.
I probably won't ever even like you.
Well,
At best, the best you can hope for is that I will tolerate you.
well, I mean,
Okay.
like, that's all I need. It's just a little bit of toleration because, like, I'm so I need it in my life.
Hey,
I don't even know who I am anymore. What the fuck are we doing? I have no.
I mean, I don't know. Where are we? Are we in the
I
hospital?
don't even know
am
what
I?
we're doing anymore. This is too crazy.
what's-
Oh crap! I'm Fritz. What is happening? This is so crazy.
Okay, yeah, you're some
We should
kind of.
probably get back on script because there's some.
Okay, all right. Okay. Computer,
God.
Arch, end program.
No solace comes to you, Dr. Datig. I'm sorry.
This
I'm
is
sorry.
the worst kind of hell I could possibly imagine.
To summarize that all
Please.
in character, I think Morgana actually snickers, and it's weird hearing a snicker from what you thought was just an impersonal AI, or at least it would be for me, so I would only assume it would be for someone else. And she simply says, "Oh, you all are much more colorful than the Mars colony. They're very drower sort. They wouldn't rib on each other like this."
Aren't they some sort of like weird fish people mutants or something?
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
some
fish
kind of
people,
weird-
but they are mutants, yeah.
Yeah, mutants don't have a sense of humor. I mean, that's science.
Whoa.
Look, you're not a mutant. You're
Nikki,
a Deathclaw. That's different.
I mean, I appreciate that. But let's call a spade a spade. I mean, my people were grown in a lab.
That's hot. You're a hybrid of like bunny rabbits and a
Jackson's
pterodactyl
chameleon.
and chameleons and like polar bears and lots of other things. But you're a hybrid. That's not a mutant. That is it's a breed of hybrids. It's a breed of highs, right? Look, I'm not a scientist. You probably asked Dr. Worm about this one, but he's
No, Dr. Worm, it's not worth it. You have so much to live for.
Dr. Worm, you can't
Please.
die. You're a ghoul. You're already dead. You're just like, do you even breathe? Also, I got questions about you getting bronchitis in the first place. Like, is there like a ghoul catus or something? We got a science book around here. We can look that up. That's quick. Morgana, you're a computer. Hey, computer.
Listen, if you want to die, I can do the job right for you.
Well,
before that, whatever that was happened, the good news is that I think I have a way to get us down to the basement to take out the reactor core and either cause a meltdown of the hospital or, hey, we've got a fusion core, whichever you guys prefer.
Wait, is that why we're here?
I mean, it is partially here, yes. This was one of the many places the Institute actually has fusion cores.
Yeah, and I think we should also, before we blow up the hospital and then grapple with the immense weight of the morality of our choice to blow up a house of healing, more on that later. But I really think that we should scour around and maybe find some Radaway for Nikki, because his eyes are really starting to bleed at the corners.
Oh yeah, and is my skin leg like he pulls up his leg and his like leg skin is just dripping off. It's like, is that normal, doctor? I mean, I feel like it's not normal. It kind of stings a little bit.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
Can I dignify that with your response? Oh no, you already asked me not to, and I did it again. Oh, I'm a horrible friend. I'm a horrible friend, and I apologize.
Well,
Do you want me to kill him last?
that means so much to me. You have no idea how much I value your apologies.
Oh yeah, I absolutely have an idea. You don't value them at all.
Well, I have one thing to say, and that's I feel the need for speed.
Talk to me, Goose.
Let's.
Can I shoot him, Dr. Worm? I'll do it.
Let's find some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna. Where's Morgana's character sheet?
There should be a macro for her, actually.
Yeah. Where's the
At the bottom,
macro?
just gonna-
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
And she
Oh.
scores.
Yeah.
No, that's
It's a
the machine
misfire,
gun
I
turret.
guess. Yeah.
So I'm going
Oh.
to say that, I'm going to say that
Oh no,
Morgana,
not again.
Oh!
Oh no.
So Morgana points up at Nicola T and just kind of spins up the barrel, but then it goes click, 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 click. And she looks at it and goes, oh, great. It's already broken. It's not even been 3 hours and it's already broken. Lovely.
I mean, first off, I think this is a proof that God does exist and that He loves me. And I mean, I think there's something to be said and learned from that experience.
You know what? I'm with Dr. Worm on this one. I think that's blasphemy. And trust me, I would know blasphemy because Mars worships me as a god.
What? Okay, first of all, some blasphemy this. Second of all, do we have any Radaway around here? And I'm going to go and make a survival check to start looking.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's get a survival check to see what you guys find.
And that's perception survival, right?
In this instance, yes, it would be a perception survival.
Nice. This is a tag skill. I'm going to spend a point to get 3 dice.
Okay.
And 9 and 6. What I have on survival? Oh, no, 3, just 3.
All right.
3 successes.
3 successes. Very nice. So, actually, as you're going through the wards and you're checking out side rooms, offices, the standard sort of rooms you'd find in a hospital, what you find is the following. Now, I'm going to put this all in chat but I'm deliberately telling you about specific things because I think they're relevant to you. So one of the first things you find is in a desk drawer in one of the offices, you find a 10mm pistol, an auto pistol with an auto receiver mod on it. So depending on your current auto pistol, that might be better. You also find several bottles of dirty water and one stim pack in addition to a package of antibiotics. However, as you start to move towards the wards where the patients would be kept, you start to hear the sounds of what could only be super mutants either breathing raggedly or just super mutants in pain and just grunting. So you start to go a little bit more cautiously and still checking things out. But you find in a janitor's closet, of all places to find this, you find what you think is a power armor frame. And I'll put that in chat for you all.
So there comes a time in every Brotherhood of Steel's life where he gets his first set of power armor. And I think today's that day. Does it have a core in it?
It does not. That's the catch-22, is it doesn't have a core in it. So it's just inert armor right now.
All right. Well, going to make a mental note of that. Boop. And we're going to go.
Maybe you can power it with your currently full erection.
Okay, first off, Dr. Worm, I don't think that's how science works. Second of all, thank you for noticing. And I will pivot and continue down the hallway.
I do.
So what's the
have very
marching
good
order here as
eyesight.
you guys check out the ward? What's the marching order here?
I'll go first.
You go first? Okay. Draxus, you in the back, or is Dr. Worm in the back?
Draxus will follow right after Nikki.
Is that a 10mm auto pistol?
Yeah, 10mm auto pistol.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I know. It's an upgrade, I think. But
that's an upgrade. I gotta pull up the rule book really quick, but I'm 99% sure that is an upgrade. Okay.
I would hope so.
Please progress the story forward, but yum.
Yeah. So as you guys are walking down the wards, you poke your head into one of the first patient rooms. And what you see is a hellish sort of, almost like a whiplash in terms of tone, where you guys were just like doing a few bits, you were laughing, hating each other, all good fun. You then go into what is best to be described as Event Horizon, the movie, when you look into this room. And I'm not going to go into details because I don't want to, cause anybody true distress. But when I say Event Horizon, if you've never seen the movie, basically you're looking at a lot of blood, a lot of wounds, a lot of knives, a lot of sharp things going in places you don't want them to go. And the most horrific thing is that the super mutant inside, on the bed, strapped to it, the chest is still rising and falling, which would indicate that they're still alive despite the horrific nature of their injuries.
Yeah, Nikki, I can hear you've got a little bile there. I think you should take it. Maybe have some water or something.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's real gross. And
I mean, radiation tends to make people sick.
Yeah, that's what we're going with. It's the radiation. Yikes. Morgana, do you know what the fuck they're doing here?
Morgana kind of looks past you all inside and says, I do believe they are trying to enhance the armored nature of a super mutant's skin, and does not seem to be doing so well with that. Perhaps we should put them out of their misery?
Seems like the only kind thing to do. Is there like a thing I can pull, like a plug or something? Because this is horrible.
I would say that your best option to kill this thing outright without causing further pain is a bullet to the head.
Done. 10mm paster, bullet to the head. Boom. Done.
So when the body goes limp, the machines that are currently attached begin flatlining, doing that long sort of beep noise. And at this point, you hear somebody coming down the corridor, and they don't sound like a synth. They sound human, and they're shouting, what's going on in this ward? I heard there was a disturbance. What's going on down here?" And that is where we're going to take our 5 to 10 minute break. So we'll be back shortly, everybody. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. If you're just tuning in, well, the players and their +1 have entered into the Memorial Hospital. They have now just discovered not only that they can impersonate each other pretty damn well, but they've also uncovered that apparently whoever is behind this hospital, this institute facility, they're doing untoward and unspeakable things to super mutants in pursuit of what? You don't know. But what you do know is that Draxus, Worm, Nicola T, as you turn to look at the voice you're hearing coming down the corridor, you don't see a man. What you see is an Eyebot. And if you need a reminder what an Eyebot is, it's basically a floating speaker with a bunch of antenna trailing off of it. Easy enough to destroy if you were to just shoot it once or twice, but generally not a threat, all things considered. They're usually just propaganda machines or things of that nature. But as the Eyebot floats closer and closer, the gentleman's voice continues on to say,
Now who let you four in? You appear to be a Deathclaw. You are a ghoul. You're a person, and I don't know what the hell you are.
"Well, you're not going to know what the hell I am. It's because I'm not from here."
Well, that's pretty damn obvious.
You're yeah, Mr. Eyebot, I don't know if it's just me, but you for a piece of advanced technology, you sound pretty lo-fi.
Oh, that's because Eyebot speakers are shit.
Fair
You know what
enough.
else is shit? Experimenting on living things and torturing them. So, I mean, just going to throw out a concept to you. Why don't we talk face to face about the fact that you're a horrible murder monster person, and we'll take it from there.
Very well, if you will follow the Eyebots, it will bring you down to where I am.
I think I'll find you on my own, and I'm going to shoot the Eyebot with my 10mm auto pistol.
So, of course, subtract the ammo, but yeah, Eyebots are super easy to kill. Super easy to kill. So it just
Don't know
goes
who
down.
that guy is, but I fucking hate him. I'm going to put as many rounds into him as I can until he stops twitching. I'm going to go off and try to find him.
All right. So, cool. Somebody had something? Okay, sorry. So what we're going to do then is I would like you to roll me let's call this a perception. Actually, let me think of it this way. Why don't you do, and this is to anybody who wants to roll it, do an intelligence and survival, because the Eyebot did drop a few hints as to where he might be. He specifically said down. So maybe you can apply your knowledge of hospitals to see if you can figure out where he might be located. All right, so Hex, unfortunately, no success there. We got 1 from Draxus.
I has the dumb, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, I would find it funny if you got a crit here, but
I mean, me too. I'm gonna spend our last action point.
okay.
Why not? And I'm doing it in a survival, is that correct?
Intelligence and survival, correct.
Well, this is a tag skill.
Yeah,
Nope.
no dice.
Nope,
No.
nothing.
So Draxus, interestingly enough, you're the one that's going to realize this. Hospitals, basement levels, morgue, maybe? Or an operating theater?
All right, so just throwing it out there that he's probably down in like a morgue or something along that line, and I'm not I don't like hospitals, and I like morgues even less.
All right, well, I'll meet you down there, and Nicola T is gonna head off.
Before you go, Nicola T, I had a question.
Rounds a corner, looking for the morgue. Just gone.
So I think Morgana then is going to turn to Draxus and Worm and goes, perhaps one of you should go, or maybe I should, but I was simply going to ask, what are we going to do with the rest of the super mutants in this ward?
I got it. I'll take care of it. I mean, they're all asleep, basically, right? So he can just gank them.
It's a rather grisly way to do it, but I suppose it is the only mercy that can be afforded to them.
Yeah.
And he Kermits so hard that his internet dies again. Nice. All right. So my main question then is, Draxus, are you going to go catch up with Nicola T, or are you going to stay with the Dr. Worm?
Yeah, Draxus will actually tell Morgana to stay with Dr. Worm, and he will very reluctantly chase after his buddy.
So, you all, or at least Nicola T and Draxus, you're going to arrive. I mean, you find a staircase and you find your way down. I'll fix cameras in a moment. But you find your way down to the morgue operating theater level, and you basically emerge into an observation room. And what you're seeing is that behind very, very thick glass, maybe even plastic, you do see that a old gentleman with an impressive swept back mane of hair, white hair, and a full beard is currently elbow deep within a super mutant. There are two synths across the way from where you all are. They are on basically a raised platform that overlooks the operating theater. But probably what is most grisly about all of this is the fact that literally hanging from the walls and hanging from the ceilings are bags of organs, limbs. It's not a pretty sight.
Draxus, buddy, you're gonna probably have to keep me from getting myself killed, because I really don't like this guy.
Yeah, I can see that. So, in order to keep my mind off of the abject horror that is me inside a morgue where they keep dead bodies, or where they did keep dead bodies, and likely, he motions to the bags of organs, where they still kind of keep dead bodies, I'm going to busy myself with dismantling those synths.
And I think at this point, the doctor's going to kind of look up from his work, and you hear through a speaker, but obviously not as bad as the Eyebot. You hear, yes, come in, boys, come in. Let me see. Well, you are easy to remember. You're Draxus, the Intelligent Deathclaw. Everybody in the Institute knows you. And that must make you Nicola B? Yeah, Nicola B. That must be you, the plucky adventurer with strange morals. Yeah, that's you.
What do they
I'm
know?
gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent, the blood bank.
Well, I'd certainly like to see you try. That glass in front of you is several inches thick. You'd need more than a mini nuke to get through it.
Fucking coward.
Can I try?
You certainly could try.
All right, what would you like me to do?
I would like you to. I'll give you two options here. You can either do your charge at a +2 difficulty, or you can perform a strength and an athletics at a difficulty of 4. So it's 4 difficulty either way, but it's one of those things where strength and athletics might be better than your charge, or vice versa.
Yeah. I mean, charge is a strength athletics check. So.
Oh, I thought it was something else. Yeah, in that case, I think that just makes your decision even easier.
So, yeah. So Draxus will just sort of look at the glass, just put his hands on it, and just sort of feel it. tap it a little bit in like different areas.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of nods to himself. Takes 1, 2, 3 big steps back till he's pretty much back up against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll take a stance like a runner who's on his mark, and will run full force at the glass, and we'll see.
All right.
We'll see how this goes.
Expecting it to work, Nicola T has reloaded his 10mm auto pistol and is running behind Draxus, ready to run up the back, leap off of him, and unload on the guy in the most 80s action scene you can think of.
I love it. I really love it.
Or I'm going to just bash into...
Okay, let's check. Do you have a success? Not a tag skill, but those are 16s. Oh boy. You need 4, and that's the problem.
So
you need 4.
I am going to luck one of those 16s to see if we can make it a crit.
Okay, let's see the magic.
Okay, come on. Nope.
What's your athletics?
Well, the highest any death skill for a Deathclaw can be in anything is 4. So it's 4.
That's right. I keep forgetting my own rules. I need to go back and update them too. I'll make a note to do that later.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to throw this out there. All right. So as he does that, he hits the glass. It begins to crack. Nicola T, not realizing it hasn't broken, is going to cannonball through it. So I would also like to make a check to assist him.
Tell you what, spend a luck, and I'll let you go through the glass, but you'll take some damage.
Done. Love it. So screaming at the top of his lungs, "You son of a bitch, murderous piece of motherfucker!" Just unloads, bashing through the glass, and is going to unload on Dr. Gamma. And I'm going to give you 3 action points to roll 4 dice, and I'm going to unload as much ammo as I possibly can into this motherfucker. So,
first I have to see how much damage you take from the glass, because that could affect things.
I think all of it.
You're going to take 4, and that is unmitigated by armor. So,
Done.
Going to take the 4.
Perfect. Yep.
And to let you know, Dr. Gamma, to hit him in the way you are, like, it's really cool. I agree with you, it's really cool, but it's also very difficult.
Make it hard.
I'm going to say this is going to be a difficulty of 5 in this instance.
Done. Easy work. I got this. So yeah, I'm going to give you, you know what? I'm giving you 6 AP. Okay. I'm just going to do it. I'm rolling all of the dice I possibly can. I'm going to roll 6 die. And I'm probably going to die here. But you know what? That's how things work it. All right. So it's a 9 with a 6. Wow. That was really bad.
Yeah. So you rolled 6d20 instead of 5d20. So you don't have 3. You don't have 3 20s, but you still have 2 20s.
Yes. So here's the good news. I still have. So I spent 1, 2, 3. I still have 3 luck left. So I'm going to spend that 3 luck to re-roll the 18 and the 2 20s. So here we go. God willing, I'm about to.
This is for the beans.
I'm about to look like an idiot, and then get killed by a bunch of kids. Ooh. That is 5 successes, because that is a crit. That is 5 successes. Let's go.
All right, so now we have to talk about your auto pistol here, and it's actually interesting that you got the weapon when you did. So if I remember the auto quality on that, let me just look that up real quickly.
I honestly have no idea. I was going to ask for help. I don't know what it is.
Let's see. Small guns, page 95. All right. Because it's an auto pistol, looks like it's an actual... Okay, so I need to look at the mods here because... So I think it's still 4 damage dice, or combat dice of damage.
But I think I can spend up to 4 ammo to add.
Right, that's what I'm looking for. Receiver's automatics. Let me see if I can find the receiver real quick. Here we go.
I've been spending the last 10 minutes trying to find it, and I can't. I was very confused.
Let's see. Receiver mod. Here it is. So it's actually -1 damage, one challenge or one combat dice, but you get +2 fire rate.
Okay.
So the fire rate was 2, it's now 4.
Okay.
And then it had, oh, I guess that is the automatic receiver. So it's 3 challenge dice or 3 combat dice for damage, but you have 4 fire rate, which means you can spend 4 more ammo to do 4 more combat dice.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, done. So one quick question. With the regular gun, if I spend 1 extra ammo, I get 2 extra damage usually?
No. So what it is it's, well, if you were using a big gun, it would be differently. But for small guns,
Okay.
even energy weapons, it's 1-to-1. So 1 fire
Okay.
rate means 1 ammo. 2 fire rate means
8 damage.
you can spend 2, etc., etc. All right, 8 damage to the torso. All right.
Yep.
So you fire out a stream of bullets as you dive through the air, and you do peg Gamma in the chest, and he kind of, stumbles back. But you see as you kind of hit the ground hard on your right shoulder, you see Gamma is still standing, and he kind of looks down at his little smock that he has going on, and he says, "Well, I'm glad I thought to wear the ballistic weave, though I think you might have actually gotten a rib or two in that one. Boys, if you would be so kind." And it is at this point that we will go into full initiative order. Now, Dr. Worm, technically you are up next because Nicola T just went, but I leave it to you whether or not you enter into this combat or if you let this play out. You're also muted.
Yeah, that was my design. It depends on how close the area where all of the experimented upon super mutants are.
I would say that it's within quick distance. If you were to spend 1 turn moving from the ward to the morgue, you could be here next round.
I'm going to say that I won't become aware of what's happening until next go round.
Next round. Okay.
Yes.
Noted. All right. In that case, Morgana will follow you as well. So Morgana's coming in 2 rounds, it seems like. But now we have to deal with the 2 synths. And unfortunately, Nicola T, you are kind of the one that just shot their boss. So the synths are going to go for you first. So that is going to be a grand total of 9 damage to the right arm.
Okay.
Is that an injury?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let me remind myself what the arm injury is. So unfortunately, you drop any object held in your right arm, and your arm is considered broken or otherwise unmovable. So you cannot make any actions using that right arm.
I dropped my auto pistol, unfortunately.
Oh, you're right. It also gives burst. Good call there, Servitor Gats. Good call. So that's a little bit more damage on Mr. Gamma. All right, so that's the Strider 1. Strider 2, what's your defense? A 1?
Just a 1.
Okay. Good news, only 2 damage to your right arm, which is just more pain. But if you have any damage rate or damage resistance on that arm, it might be enough.
It just gets soaked.
Cool. All right, so Draxus, your buddy's getting shot up on the floor of the morgue. Dr. Gamma is standing up and fishing out his own pistol. What are you going to do?
I'm going to unmute myself first. And I'm going to come straight through that glass window and gut Dr. Gamma.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me your attack here. Let's see what you got.
Perfect. I'm going to pain train him.
Okay.
All right. And sorry, do we have any action points?
Nope.
I mean,
have a lot
you know
of
what?
nothing.
You know, it'd be crazy though if right now Stream gave us some AP.
I mean, maybe.
So while I think about how I'm gonna roll that, I'll maybe.
Hey,
you just got
let's
one.
go!
There you go. Got your 1.
All right. Perfect. Because we're gonna give it a go. I'm gonna roll 3 d20s.
Mm-hmm.
And Strength athletics. It's going to be a difficulty of 2. We're going to make that a difficulty of 3 because I'm going to, again, try to do my rending strike.
Okay.
This one's...
Ooh.
Ew! Oh!
That's
damn.
two 20s.
Oh!
Damn.
My arm just falls off, and I have
So
to. I've got to take a full. It's a full round action to put my arm back on because I'm a robot from Planet Danger.
So I think what that means with 2 complications, not only do you not get through the glass, you are now stuck in the glass.
Oh.
Like, it's one of those things where, like, you got caught halfway through and now it's digging into you a little bit.
Right. Oh, this is like right in the cloaca. Just right.
Yikes.
Not going to comment on that. Not going to comment on it. We're going to keep things Twitch safe. Moving on. But that's going to be your 2 complications combined. And what I'm going to say is it will take a full major action to get yourself unhinged or unstuck from the glass.
Yeah, give me a minute, Nikki. I'll be right there.
Well,
Stupid
as we go around,
shatterproof glass.
As we go around the turn order, Dr. Gamma is going to get to go up first, and he's going to kind of look between Nikola T and Draxus. And Draxus is going to become the target of his ire. So how do you feel about... I'm going to actually give him 2 extra dice here with my AP. Well, he's going to roll a complication. So he not only fails, but he rolls a complication. So I think when he tries to fire his laser pistol at you, Draxus, the weapon sort of spurts a shower of sparks, and he kind of looks at it and goes, damn, shouldn't have gotten the 16th model. Should have gone with the 18F. Damn.
Hey, can I make a suggestion to you? Next time you try to bring down a Deathclaw, I suggest you buy American.
We literally made it at the end. You know what? Synths, focus on the Deathclaw. And yeah, we're now going to go around to round 2. Nikola T, you are on the floor with a broken arm in pain.
Go back to your commie stronghold, you son of a bitch! And I'm going to, with my one good left arm, pull out my las pistol, and I'm going to try and shoot him in the head.
Okay, that will be a difficulty of 2.
Cool. Gonna give you an AP to roll 3 die. And I believe in all the marbles.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
God, are you here? Can you hear me? He can. That is 3 successes.
It's 3 successes. That means you get an AP back.
AP back. This is going to be on the head. I will spend an extra to roll extra damages with the ammos. And combat die. This is piercing. 6. I will spend my last luck to reroll those 2 other damages.
Okay.
Oh, 8 damage with 4 piercing to his brain pan.
And that is more than sufficient. How would you like his head to not be there anymore?
So I want it to be where he gave his quippy one-liner, and then Nikola T from the ground, cradling his right arm, just brings it up. And he's going to say, "You're the disease, I'm the cure." Pew, pew. And then just a single laser bolt right through his brain. It's just like a little tiny red hole appears, and then he just falls over.
That sizzle.
Yeah.
Well, now that we come to Dr. Worm, you would have heard weapons fire coming from the floors lower to you at this point. It is your call whether or not you go to investigate.
I imagine that Dr. Worm is crouching next to a super mutant body with like a rusty scalpel, like very close to its ear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh fuck, god damn it! Just stay here a minute. I'll be right back. And he will sort of just kind of like duck crouch walk towards the entrance to the lower level so that he can get to where this fire is coming from.
All right. Well, we're now going to go to the synth's turn back down in the morgue, and I'm actually going to give both synths with my remaining AP. I'm going to give them each 4 dice total, so I might have to roll this twice, but let's see what happens. So I don't actually need to roll anything because they got it in their first 2. So Draxus, you're going to take... looks like... I actually need to roll 3 more. One moment. Okay, so you're going to take a grand total of 6, 7, 8 damage to the head.
Ow.
Oh,
Is that an injury?
ouch.
Oh, that's a good question. 8, 6. I don't yet have the perk that increases the amount of damage to give me an injury. So yes, that will be an injury.
All right, so unfortunately what that means is that you are momentarily dazed and you cannot perform any normal actions on your next turn, but you can spend AP to have extra actions.
Nikki, is my face okay?
Nikki looks over at Draxus and it's just like, "You look fine, buddy. Don't look in the mirror or anything shiny.
I feel like there's.
Don't touch it. Just don't touch it. It's fine. Don't touch it."
Okay.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh man.
And because it's worth saying, you cannot see clearly, and the difficulty of all tests which rely on vision are increased by +2.
Okay.
Now that's just...
We'll put the right one back in later. Just don't touch it.
Put the what back in?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
What are you talking about?
Just don't move your claw by your right eye.
Somebody shut up that damn raccoon.
Well, as fate would have it, the dice wants you to take another 10 to your head.
No! Stop it!
You gave me AP. This is what happens when you give a GM AP.
You know, I'm fine with this. This is good. This feels good.
So, out of curiosity, what's your health right now, Draxus?
So that was 6 and 8. So that brings me down to 14.
Oh, you're fine.
14. All right.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Well, Draxus, I mean, it is technically your turn, but you'd have to give me, you'd have to use your 1 AP here, and you'd have to give me 1 in order to even attempt to get out of the glass.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do it. Hey, are my legs still there? Because I can't really feel them.
Yeah, they're right there, buddy. Just one after another. You got this.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, I can't get out of the glass without a major action, and I can't have a major action because I'm stunned.
Well, you have to buy your extra action, is what it is.
Okay, well, I'll buy an extra action, and I will.
Do
it. He'll just Drax is just lamely, just almost like a dingleberry plop just falls out of the hole in the glass, just straight to the floor, flat on his face.
Nice.
And just doesn't really move.
Nice.
Dear Angela, I'm sorry to tell you that your favorite pet has unfortunately passed in the heat of battle. He fought bravely.
Well, Morgana is chasing behind
ground,
Dr. Worm. Oh my god. Morgana is chasing Dr. Worm down the hallway, and we come around to Nicola T. You've got 2 synths, your buddy's a mess, you're a mess. What's the call?
We'll be fine. Probably not. I'm going to target one of the synths in the head. I'm going to give you an AP to roll 3 die, and I'm going to hope for the best.
All right, fair enough. Let's see what you got.
And 6. Come on, give me some crits. God.
Well, you did get a crit of sorts.
That's a sort of crit. That's a bad crit.
I think I'm out of luck points.
It's a critical fumble.
I missed.
So I'm going to roll a d4 here. And based on what I roll, that will be the complication you get.
So here's what I'm thinking, and hear me out. Don't do that. I mean, can't argue with that logic.
Oh dear. So, you know how we made a joke last session about bullets ricocheting and hitting things you might not want to hit? You You might have just shot your buddy there.
I don't remember. I don't recall that. It never
I'm
happened.
going to need you to roll me some damage on your good buddy.
I don't. I project your reality, replace it with my own. Let's see here. Well, I'm gonna spend an extra. I'm gonna spend the
roll
ammo.
the hit location too.
Yeah, I'll say you got to roll the hit location and everything.
Right. Pew, 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 pew. Just like one of those like laser things. Pew, 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 pew. It's direct.
Don't roll the head. Okay, you got the torso. That's
Sorry,
good.
buddy.
That's good.
My bad. My right arm's fucked. That's what is that? 4 die. That's 4 die. All right. It's that 2 piercing, 3 damage.
Okay, I'll be taking all that 3 since it's piercing.
Mhm.
So
Sorry.
you know, when I get up, you better be gone.
I'll respect that.
And it's now that Dr. Worm arrives on the scene. Dr. Worm, you're seeing a veritable circus in front of you. You've got Draxus on the floor, surrounded by glass. Their face has been quite burned and almost cauterized in a way. Nicola T's right arm isn't working. There's bags of organs in the air. There's a guy without a head. There's 2 full power synths bearing down on them. What would you like to do?
You know, hey Nikki, are you still there?
Yeah, buddy. I'm here. I'm still kicking.
All right. So this is gonna sound crazy, but about a year and a half before we met, I ran into this gypsy lady on the road, and she told me that it would end this way.
Wait, did she have a purple bandana and kind of speak with an Australian accent?
Hey, yeah, did you meet her too?
Oh, fuck.
So, Dr. Worm, now that you're back with us, do you need me to go over that again, or?
Yes, because
Okay.
just as you explained what was going on, Comcast shadowed me again.
So basically, you arrive in the operating theater to see that Draxus is surrounded by glass on the floor in front of him. He is prone. His face has been cauterized and burned by multiple laser shots. He's prone at the moment. Nicola T is somewhat standing, but his right arm is busted. And if that wasn't all bad enough, there's 2 synths bearing down on both of them. And if you care, the remains of Dr. Gamma without a head, or I guess with a head, are just sort of off to the side, if you will.
Okay. Do we have any action points?
You have
Let's
none
find
at
out.
the moment.
Let's find out, chat.
I don't know, chat. I don't know if chat has enough points. It is a very hefty spend, but we'll see. Could also give me AP. That is there. There is that
Professor
option.
X redeems the hydrate.
You gotta hydrate.
Yeah, that's true. I gotta hydrate.
Yo, me potato salad. No.
Okay,
Oh,
so
good.
where am I with respect to everyone else? Like, I guess I'm behind the glass that is not technically there anymore.
Correct. Yes, you're still in the operating theater. They are down on the morgue floor.
How far can I move in this area on a single move action?
I would say with medium, you could get down to Nicola T or Draxus. To get to a synth, you would have to do a long-range sprint.
How far to get to Dr. Gamba's body?
I'd say medium. I think medium's all right.
Okay, so that's just the one movement, right? Okay,
Correct.
Well, that's
Yes,
what
that's your
I'm
minor.
gonna do. I'm gonna arrive on the scene and say a quiet fuck, and basically just going to like run and jump through the hole that was made by our friend Draxus and land as close as I can towards Dr. Gamma.
Okay. Yeah, and as fate would have it, you actually land quite next to the body of Dr. Gamma.
Okay, so here's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
stop me if you've heard this one before. I'm going to pick up Dr. Gamma's body and use him like a puppet to try to convince the synths to stand down.
Innovative idea. I'm going to say this is going to be a charisma and a speech. Difficulty of 4. And I'm going to make a complication range 18 to 20. And the complication will be they're going to shoot you next if you get a complication.
GG easy. Okay. So can I give you any excuse me, action points?
You can, yes.
I'm going to give you as many action points as is humanly possible.
All right, 6. Back up to my full pool. Yay.
Oh,
Apparently Comcast did not like that decision. Comcast was very mad with that decision. You're back.
I'm going to roll 5 d20s. Yes?
Yes.
Is everyone okay with that? I'm talking to the ISP person who has his finger on the button. Okay. Charisma. Yes. Speech. Yes. Go.
Well, the good news, you got 1 success and no complications. The bad news, you didn't get the 4 required.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Thanks for clarifying.
Now, what I would say...
I guess I'm going to pick up Dr. Gamma's body and poorly puppet him and say, stop shooting them, please. So I command.
The synths now turn their attention to you. And on their turn, they are going to open fire. Now, technically...
Should have some soft cover.
He does have soft cover. Yeah, he does have cover.
I was going to say, joke's on them. I have a fucking shield.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, the first shot misses completely. The second shot does land, dealing 6, 7, 8 damage, but go ahead and roll me 2 combat dice for your cover.
2, you said? You didn't say 20?
You get two variable cover here.
2, got it.
You could luck that if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay. So you are going to only take then 6, 7, 8. You're going to take 6 damage to the left leg.
Cool.
So, of course, it's the laser...
5.
Ooh, so that's an injury then, is it not?
I don't know. What are the rules?
I mean, if it does 5 or more in a single hit, that is an injury.
I don't remember that in the book.
All right. Well, unfortunately, if that means your leg is... Why is it always the leg with you, Worm? Why? Every single game, your leg gets... Every game. We need to get you leg armor, is what it is.
It's a lot to suffer in life.
Apparently.
Or I just need to get a combat wheelchair.
Oh my god. I mean, hey, it's Fallout. Wackier things have happened. I love it. But yeah, unfortunately, Dr. Worm, as the synth fires out its baleful laser, it will hit you in the left leg. It'll immediately buckle and you will fall to the ground. And you are considered to be prone right now. And all of your moves are major actions.
Cool.
So keep that in mind. But on the bright side, it's now Mr. Draxus's turn.
What about Morgana? When does she go?
Morgana comes after Draxus.
Okay.
And Draxus will just slowly rise. Okay. All right. I see how it is. And without saying anything else, he's just gonna run as fast as he can at one of those things and just throw himself.
No, more to the left! More to the left, buddy! More to the left!
Yeah. And he's just gonna do the whole on all fours, just full pounce kind of a deal. And yeah, we're gonna try to pain train him.
Okay, so just so you know, it is still reliant on visions, so that's a +2 difficulty, which I believe makes it a 4 for you.
Well, okay, I'm gonna action point dump you.
Okay.
So that I can roll. Five
and I tell you
d20s.
what, I'm just going to use that immediately to make the complication range 16 to 20.
Oh, so I can still succeed and get complications. You bastard. All right.
I appreciate this just AP dump back and forth. It's been real good.
All right, hey, you got your 5.
5, 6. That's 6 successes.
You got your 6.
Oh, 5. No, sorry, that's 5 successes. No, you're right. It's 5.
All right, so you do
but
get your 5.
There is one complication though. It's 19.
There is one, yeah. So you will hit the synth, but roll damage before I flavor what the complication is.
Actually, Wolf, don't mark that AP because I'm going to use Rending Strike.
God bless you.
6, that's 7, 8. 8.
Do you wish to use your luck to reroll those zeros?
I've already used my luck.
This is true. Do you have a Nuka-Cola?
I mean, me personally? No.
Okay.
I mean,
let's just say that there's a very special Nuka-Cola. Like, this is homebrew before anyone wonders. There's actually, somebody did a full list of Nuka-Colas. Like, somebody went through and did like all the brands of Nuka-Colas. But one of the Nuka-Colas does restore luck, if I remember the chart correctly. Good bit of homebrew. Definitely recommend it. But
all the varietals of Nuka-Cola.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, unfortunately, I think you're only going to do 8 damage here. Go ahead and roll hit location because it could matter. With the head, you will stun the synth, but it will not go down as you pounce on it, unfortunately.
And yeah, so since it was charged and pain trained, it's also knocked prone.
I would say I figured as much. It's basically on the ground, flailing about. All right. Now, the complication, unfortunately, is that in your passing, your tail, as it whips behind you, is going to impact one of the bags of organs, and that bag is going to swing, and basically the net's going to break, and do you want to guess who it gets dumped all over?
Would it be a human friend or a ghoul friend?
It would be your best buddy in the whole wide world.
Oh, Morgana? I didn't think she was in here.
It's going to land on Nicola T. So Nicola T, you don't take any damage, but you are just covered in blood and viscera at this point. As literally you look at your hand, you now have a pancreas in there.
I am become death.
All right. So that's Draxus' turn, and Morgana is going to arrive on the scene, and she's just going to take one look at what's going on and is going to say, "What fresh hell is this? Okay, you know what? Let's fix this problem."
Less yak and more Gatlin.
Yeah, she's already spinning up her arm, and who would like to do the honors to push the macro button?
Oh, look at Robo
got your one
here. Let's
see.
Can I do something about that 0?
No. Unfortunately, there is no... Well, do you have any luck remaining? I don't think you do.
Nope.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, what that's going to mean is she will fire out with her Gatling laser and kill the one synth that Draxus has on the ground, but you're also going to see that she suddenly starts waving her arm frantically, and if you were to look, she came mere seconds before burning out her Gatling arm, so she's going to have to take a bit to cool that thing down. But yeah, we now go to round 4 with Nicola T. We've got one Sith on the board. Can you do it?
Well, I'm going to give you all of the AP. All of it. This has been real fun, and I'm just feeling...
We're just playing Rocket Tag.
We're just playing Rocket Tag. It's fine. I'm going to roll 5 dice.
Complication range will be 16 to 20.
God bless you. Just go with Christ. You're amazing.
Two complications in there.
I mean, you do hit with a 3. You could target and still hit.
5 successes. actually.
Oh, because it's tagged. Okay.
Yeah, that's 5 successes in the head. So it's
All right.
3
So
back
that's a
to
grand
me,
total of 3 AP by my count.
and 7 damage with 4 piercing to its brain.
That is more than sufficient. You slay the remaining synth. So as you fire out with your auto pistol, the first bullet catches it in the head, knocks it back, exposing its vulnerable neck. The next bullet severs the spine and the wiring within. The third bullet knocks it to the ground, defunct and dead, and then it detonates in a shower of sparks.
I knew that old gypsy woman was full of shit.
I really can't see anything.
Nicholas is gonna get up and slowly walk over to Draxus with his one holstering his weapon, his one good arm. He's gonna reach out and all right, I'm just gonna put that back and boop right in the socket there. And how you doing, buddy? Just give it a little spin. Oh, it's cockeyed. All right, let me just boop. I think that's right. Hey, Dr. Worm, can you fix? Oh, your leg looks real messed up, buddy. Well, you're not going to be hippity hopping out of here anytime soon, Kermit the Frog. Doctor. Yeah, that's funny.
I have a headache.
Yeah, my arm hurts.
I have a dead man on top of me. Could someone please move him?
I got you. Just give me 1 second, Dr. Worm. Hey, Draxus, you might want to just don't look in any mirrors or anything shiny, like I said, and then I'm gonna go over and help Dr. Worm up.
Okay.
And yeah, helping Dr. Worm up is very easy. You just push the dead body off of him and help him up to his feet. Now, of course, you sort of have to prop him because his left leg is not working right now, but...
I'm propping him.
Oh. What? Couldn't you have waited?
I mean, probably, but I mean, it's not really in my nature.
It seems like it's in your nature to just very nearly die every day.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much been my story.
That's not medically sound. It's not good for your health.
But life is one great adventure, and I want to live it the greatest that I can.
No, it's not. It's a bobsled into a shit mountain that is your death.
It's gonna be a really cool death, though, when it happens, though.
Probably not, my man. You're probably going to piss and shit yourself. You'll probably in a ditch somewhere.
But what if it's like in a hail of bullets, and I'm killing the bad guy and saving my friends? That'd be pretty sweet, right?
Look, life is not an action movie. Okay? Life is richer and more complicated than that. You need to treasure the moments that you have, because otherwise they will slip through your fingers like so much sand. Do you feel me?
So Dr. Worm has been giving this speech. Nicola T has looked away and is kicking the body next to him of the doctor, and is mumbling to himself about how he's a stupid face and heard nothing that Dr. Worm just said.
Well, Morgana did at least, and I think Morgana's going to kind of walk up to prop Dr. Worm up on the other side and say, well, I suppose we'll never know exactly what the good doctor here was doing, at least if it was anything medically related or if he was just a psychopath. However, I do believe with his death, the remaining synths should go offline with any moment now. Which now brings us to the operative question. Do we wish to take the fusion cell powering the hospital? Or do we wish to detonate it and free all of the poor super mutants that are inside this horrible, horrible place?
So I mean, this is just me, and again, my head really hurts. There's a ringing
Oh, Jesus Christ! You
right
look like
here.
shit.
What? What do you mean?
No, you
Your
don't. You
whole-
look fine. Don't worry about it.
your-
You're good.
Your whole head. I can't.
Nope.
No one can reconstruct that.
It's fine. You just need a little time.
What do you mean? What happened to me?
You look like a piece of brie that's been trampled at a rodeo.
Nope. Keep it to yourself, Doctor. Nope. Nope. You're fine, Draxus. It's totally fine. Well, little makeup and some bed rest. You'll be fine.
What's brie? Does trampling it make it better?
I think you know the answer to that.
I do, but I just needed somebody to confirm it. Okay. All right, because I've noticed that there's a whole part right here that I can just put my whole finger through.
Oh, don't please.
Look.
Ugh,
Look. Nope.
don't.
Keep
Not
it.
again. No,
Nope.
keep it. Swallow it.
All right, Sam.
Anyway,
No,
great, it's
that is not. Oh, why are you doing that to anyone at any time?
Anyway, sorry guys, it's stuck now.
That's
I'm
worse than the mutants. Oh,
I'm gonna need some time to work on this, but in the meantime,
Ridley.
I say that we just blow this place up.
I really want that suit of power armor.
Okay, well let's take that and then can we still blow it up?
I mean, if you're willing to carry it, sure.
But yeah, I could probably carry that for a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna. Can I just? If you just
You
lean
could just
down, let me just
hang
help
on,
you.
just
No,
let me
jerry rig
just.
that. Nope.
It's just
you gotta
it's
push
stuck.
that
No,
through.
it's the
You
fit.
push
No,
that
it's
around the button.
it's
and
just
then
no, it's stuck
you
right. You gotta
yank
get the
it, you gotta
claw.
yank it,
The claw. No,
yank it.
the-
Yank it.
Ow!
Oh, that's. Oh, it's. Oh, I can see. I can put my fist. Oh, that's. Oh, Draxus, buddy, don't. Oh, that's. Oh, hell.
You know what's really funny? It doesn't even hurt anymore.
Yeah, that's that hybridness in you, that super healing stuff. Probably. Right, Dr. Worm? That's science.
I mean, I can probably. Oh, if I practice really hard, I bet I could whistle out of the side of my mouth.
I feel like there's something we could capitalize on there monetarily. Wait to fix that part of your face until I do a little bit more thinking on it. I like where your mind's at.
Oh no! I mean, this is all like it's all gonna be scabbed over by tomorrow anyway.
Fair enough.
Just real quick, because I see chat having an interesting discussion on this. So the fusion core is either for the building or for the suit of power armor, and it is very much a binary choice. You can either blow up the fusion core, get a bunch of karma that way, or you kind of just leave super mutants here and take power armor, whichever you feel is within your wheelhouse.
Well,
You
I
know
mean,
what? As we're all discussing this, Nikki's going to have a moment, and he's going to be like, you know what? To hell with it. Let's blow this fucking place up. We can always find another suit.
No, I could carry it.
No,
It's
you know
fine.
what? I don't want it. It's tainted by the horror that is this place. Someone probably used it to kidnap super mutants or something. I don't want that bad negative energy around me.
Yeah, you know what? That's good. That's good. You don't want the weight of that karmic weight on your soul. I appreciate that.
That's right. Yep. All right, Morgana. Let's do this. Let's blow this old popsicle stand.
I would recommend the two of you take Dr. Worm outside. I will be joining you momentarily.
Yep, you're the boss lady. And then
All right, Doc. Let's go. Upsy daisy.
Oh, can you hold me in a way that I don't see your smashed brie face?
Sure.
It's
And,
just it's genuinely upsetting, and I've seen a lot of bodies.
well, so Draxus will so Dr. Worm's got one good leg. Draxus will just hold him upside down by that good leg.
Nice.
Okay, this is not what I intended.
You know, it's a good look for you, Dr. Worm. You know, you got a lot of leverage from that position in the sky.
Oh, it's not easy being
Good
Worm.
vantage point for science.
So as you guys make it out the front door and a little bit of ways from the hospital, you see Morgana after a few moments come scuttling out as rapidly as she can, and she kind of motions for you guys to like get going. And not a moment later, there is a muffled explosion. You feel the earth shake, and the hospital literally implodes as a cavern is opened up underneath of it. So the hospital just implodes into a crater.
And as the four of us walk away from the slow motion explosion, we all put our dark sunglasses back on. Because cool Wastelanders don't look at explosions.
Hmm.
I actually take mine off.
Oh, Lord. All right. Well, that's going to be the end of our little season premiere. I thought that was a blast. I thought that was great.
What the fuck just happened?
Many things just happened. Comcast hates you. Apparently the world hates Draxus and Nicola T. Just a lot of things happened.
Thank you, LA. That was really fun. This was a fun opening session for season 2. I'm excited. Mm-hmm. Really, though, the most important question is, do we level up?
I mean, you did just get a big karma increase because you killed all the super mutants for good, like not for bad. Yeah, I'll give you a level. Fuck it, why not?
Oh shit!
Yeah, wow, let's go.
But yeah, I'm actually really glad that I feel like we struck a nice mixture of both silly and serious there, which is good. Oh yes, chat's wondering, you guys are at what, 8, 9 at this point?
We're at level 8.
Level 8. There you go.
With this level up, it'll be 8. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end the recording for YouTube here, but Twitch stick around because we're going to rate somebody. But YouTube, see you later.